My name's Kat, and I'm the children's librarian at the Tewksbury Public Library in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. Welcome to Yoga Storytime. Today we're going to be reading Good Night Yoga, a Pose-By-Pose Bedtime Story by Mariam Gates, illustrated by Sarah Jane Hinder. And to get started, all you need are some nice comfy clothes and a nice big open place that you can stretch out. I have my area by the window here all ready to go. A couple of the poses in this book are a little tricky. Don't be frustrated. Sometimes it takes a little time to learn something new. Ready? Here we go. Today's story is Good Night Yoga, a Pose-By-Pose Bedtime Story by Mariam Gates, illustrated by Sarah Jane Hinder. The sun in the sky is going down. As I breathe in, as I breathe out, my arms lift up to the sky and then back down like sun rays. As I breathe in, I bend my knees and scoop the clouds around me. As I breathe out, I stand tall and release the clouds over my head, and the clouds float by. The stars sparkle brightly. As I breathe in, as I breathe out, my arms reach out wide toward the stars. As the moon rises high, as I breathe in, as I breathe out, my spine is long and I bend to each side like a crescent moon. The birds are flying back now. As I breathe in, as I breathe out, I focus on one point and use my arms to soar. As I breathe in, as I breathe out, my shoulders roll back, my heart is open, and I am solid like a tree. The birds fly back to their homes in the trees. As I breathe in, as I breathe out, my palms press together as I squat on my leaf. The ladybugs settle softly. Between the butterflies. As I breathe in, as I breathe out, my feet press together and my knees spread out like butterfly wings. Between the butterflies and the bees. As I breathe in, I sit up tall and reach my arms back like wings. As I breathe out, I buzz my head down to the ground. As I breathe in, as I breathe out, I arch my back like a cat. The little blue cat who lives in the moon. Whispers, "Good night, world. You'll be dreaming soon. As I breathe in, as I breathe out, I sit back on my heels, still and round, like the earth. Here is a list of all the poses we did today. We did sun, cloud, star, half moon, bird, tree, ladybug, butterfly, bee, cat, and child. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you had fun. I hope you're good and stretched out and nice and relaxed for a good night's sleep. Thank you so much for joining us. You can follow us here on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Tewksbury LIB. Have a wonderful night.